Once upon a time in the town of Seri, there were two people who sold pots, pans, and handmade trinkets. They decided to split the town into two parts and agreed that if one had already visited a spot, the other could try selling there too. One day, as one of them walked down a street, a poor little girl spotted him and asked her grandma for a bracelet. The elderly woman sadly replied, "How can we, who have so little, afford bracelets?" The little girl suggested, "Since we have no money, maybe we can trade our old sooty plate." The grandma agreed, so she welcomed the salesman into their humble home. The salesman saw their poverty and innocence and wasn't interested in spending time with them. Even though the old lady pleaded, he claimed he had no affordable bracelets. Then she proposed, "We have this old plate that we don't need. Can we exchange it for a bracelet?" He took the plate and, while examining it, accidentally scratched its bottom. To his astonishment, he saw that underneath the grime, it was a golden plate. But he didn't reveal this discovery. Instead, he decided to deceive these poor folks, hoping to obtain the plate for next to nothing. He declared, "This isn't worth a single bracelet. It's worthless." He left, planning to return later when they would accept even less for the plate. Meanwhile, the other salesman, who had finished his rounds in the town, followed the first as they had agreed and ended up at the same house. Again, the little girl implored her grandma to trade the old plate for a bracelet. The woman saw this as a chance to deal with a kinder-looking merchant and thought, "He's a good man, unlike the first one with his rough words." She invited him in and offered the same old sooty plate in exchange for a bracelet. When he examined it, he too discovered it was pure gold underneath. He said, "All my goods and money combined are not as valuable as this precious golden plate." Of course, the woman was shocked by this revelation, but now she knew he was an honest man. She agreed to whatever he could trade for it. The salesman proposed, "I'll give you all my pots, pans, trinkets, and my money, except for 8 coins and my balance scale with a cover to hold the golden plate." They made the trade. He went to the river, paid 8 coins to the ferryman to cross, and continued on his way. By then, the greedy salesman had returned, imagining huge profits. When he met the little girl and her grandma again, he claimed he had reconsidered and was willing to offer a few cents, but no bracelets for the useless, sooty plate. The old woman calmly informed him of the trade with the honest salesman and said, "Sir, you deceived us." The greedy salesman felt no shame for his lies, but was devastated as he thought, "I've lost a golden plate worth a fortune." He asked, "Which way did he go?" She pointed him in the direction. He left all his wares at her doorstep and rushed to the river, thinking, "He cheated me! He won't make a fool of me!" From the riverbank, he saw the honest salesman still on the ferryboat. He shouted, "Come back!" But the good merchant told ferryman to continue to the other side, and so he did. Realizing he couldn't do anything, the greedy salesman erupted in fury. He jumped and pounded his chest, so consumed with hatred for the honest man who had won the golden plate. He had a heart attack and died on the spot. The story teaches us that being truthful unveils hidden riches, while lies steal our own peace.